Hello everyone! Today I would like to spend some time talking about the new Orbment system that they will introduce in Kuro no Kiseki. This new battle Orbment is called Sifa, and I want to think about how they will implement some of the core gameplay mechanics involving it. We have received some information about the battle system, but not specifically about the Orbment system. So let's discuss it. I think a good place to start the discussion is to see what the series has done previously. The quartz system seen in Cold Steel, which is the most recent of the series, has several types of quartz that can be classified in one of three ways. First, they can give you some kind of art. Second, it can improve your stats. Or third, it can give you special effects. And if we think that they might implement this system in Kuro no Kiseki, there is a very obvious problem here. This is how it's impossible for the player to perform arts in real-time mode, as far as we know, of course. I think we can solve this in a very simple way, and this will be the following. Let's assume that we keep all three types of quartz to be the same as in Cold Steel. We also allow quartz to have two or more effects of the ones we've seen previously. So a quartz could give you an art, and also stat boost, and also special effect at the same time. Second, I will not discuss the shard deploy that we've seen in some of the screenshots, because we just have no information about it and it would be unfair to speculate with zero info on it. Instead, I will assume that there will be some kind of real-time abilities that the Orbment system will be able to unlock. The solution I thought about, and it feels reasonable, is to mix the Cold Steel system of having independent quartz for arts, stats and whatnot, but also re-include the elemental properties of the system seen in the Sky series and in the Crossbell duology. By solving the problem in this way, you keep the familiarity of the Cold Steel series, which streamlined the quartz system, but also give it the depth of the Sky and Crossbell series. Let me show an example of how I will do it. Say we take Rin's quartz lines. We could add some fire quartz to add attack and maybe firebolt and some status effect to his lines, such as burn. Now, say you get 3 fire element units in total in one line. Then you will unlock a special ability for him that will also be used in real-time mode. For the sake of this video, let's say you get an extra attack in the combo before the finisher. This way, you will get benefits for all modes without needing an extremely complicated system that separates real-time and turn-based customization. The opportunities are endless. It can be easily expanded, such as obtaining different abilities and arts by combining different elements in the same line. Maybe fire and wind could give you like a fire roll that inflicts damage to enemies nearby whenever you evade. I think it's a really interesting system if done correctly. The other alternative I have considered would be to add separate effects for real-time and command-based combat to all quartz. That would be, they can provide arts, or they can provide maybe also like a real-time ability at the same time. Hopefully in a way that is relatively balanced. I think this idea is slightly less interesting than the previous one, but at the same time it is equally valid in the great scheme of things, as long as it's balanced within the gameplay. Otherwise, we will have to consider the third option, which is the least desirable of them, in my personal opinion, and that is to have different branches for real-time abilities and regular abilities and arts. That would be very, very boring, and that would mean you have a quartz that does firebolt and a quartz that does like a fire slash on your real-time. This will be very simple, and it might be great for new players or people that are not so comfortable with real-time systems, but at the same time it will lose the depth that we are looking for in the system. Now, let's briefly discuss Master Quartz. I think independently of how they do the quartz system, Master Quartz could easily give you both abilities, so they could still give you like a plethora of arts, and they could give you some passive abilities, but they can also give you active abilities, such as, like I said, fire roll, fire slash, or however you want to call it. That would be the most straightforward implementation if they don't go for the elemental route. And that is all I have for you today. What would be your ideal system in the Kuro no Kiseki series? Would you like an elemental system? Would you like the cold steel system with no changes? Something entirely new? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time.